you want to make sure that whatever current stream of income you have, first and foremost, is consistent and not $50 here once a year and then $100 here once a year. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin, and this is Erin On Demand, a place for entrepreneurs and content creators looking to build your brand, business, and impact. And y'all, today we got a good one. And you guys seem to love it when I talk about money. All of the videos where I talk about money are some of my top viewed videos. So if you want me to talk more about money and income and streams of income, give this video a thumbs up. So I did do another video on my 7 streams of income, how I make over $10,000 a month, and it is one of my top viewed videos. So it really inspired me to create another video on how can you get to that point of creating new streams of income and growing them into steady, strong, robust streams of income, because the goal is not to just have money spewing out of, well, it is to have money spewing from everywhere, but it's to have consistent money spewing from everywhere, not $50 here once a year and then $100 here once a year, and then, you know, it's kind of like unpredictable. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys some keys to good extra sources of income, how you know when it's time to create a new source of income, which I'm going to go through my story on how each income source evolved, and then I'm going to share with you guys some upcoming streams of income that I plan on launching very soon, and I'm going to share how to get that income source stronger. All right, so if that sounds like your jam, then keep watching. Let's get into some major keys you should consider when you are creating a new source of income. The first one is it should be flexible. So you want this to be something that can work around your schedule that you already have. It is something that you can pretty much do from anywhere. You don't have to be stationed at your desk, or bringing this large piece of equipment around, or you're only able to be stationary while you're doing this task. It really helps, because if you need to pop in and do something for that extra source of income, the convenience of being able to do it when you want, where you want, is really going to help you be more consistent with nurturing that stream of income. So the first thing it should be is flexible. The second thing it should be is scalable, and you should be able to grow this business. For example, if you have a knitting business and you love to knit hats and scarves, maybe you can scale it by hiring other knitters who can produce more product for you. So thinking about, okay, when you're starting this source of income, does it start and stop with you? Is this something only you can do, or is this something that you can scale and create a much larger business out of? How far can this actually grow? And you may want to do some number crunching. Think about, okay, if I am a knitter, how many pieces can I physically knit in a day? All right, so it takes me 2 hours to knit 1 scarf, and you work a full-time job. Maybe you work 8 to 5. You have like what, 6 to 10 to actually knit, so you can probably knit 2 scarves in a day. You're gonna want to start number crunching and say, okay, when I start hitting this amount of orders in a month or in a week, that is when I'm going to start thinking about, do I want to hire someone? How do I want to begin to scale this business so that I can grow it? All right, so scalable. The third thing is sustainable. You want it to be sustainable. There are a few things that can kind of fall under this category of what is the market like for this, and if it is something that has longevity in the market. There are lots of trendy products or services that don't necessarily have the longevity, and you have a lot of people hopping in and trying to do them all at the same time. So really think about the longevity of this business and how sustainable it is. Another thing with sustainability you want to think about is the workload. One thing I like to assess when I'm coming up with a stream of income is my energy, and how much energy do I actually have to devote to this. And so you want to make sure that it's sustainable with the amount of energy that you have. So for example, if you do have the knitting business, I guess I'll just keep using that. If you do have a knitting business, business and you know at 5 o'clock you get off, and ideally you're like, okay, I'm gonna start at 5 as soon as I get off, and I'm gonna work until I go to bed at 11 o'clock. Like, I maybe could squeeze 3 scarves in there. Is that really sustainable though? Like, once you get off work, are you gonna be tired? Are you gonna want to cook dinner? Are you gonna want to cuddle with your boo? What is your actual energy as it pertains to sustaining this source of income? So that is something you also want to consider if it's going to be unsustainable for your personal life. A thing to keep in mind with the sustainability in terms of your energy is that when you first start a business, when you first start a YouTube channel, when you first start any stream of income that you plan to grow, you are naturally more excited in the beginning. So of course you're finding energy that you never knew you had. All right. And then as time goes on, that starts to dwindle. So really be realistic with yourself when you're thinking about the sustainability. The fourth thing it should be, which is my favorite, is enjoyable. This is really going to help with all of the other elements of a good source of income, is that you just literally enjoy doing it. So if you really do enjoy knitting, then it will be easier to scale. It'll be easier to be flexible because maybe you knit in the car, while you're on the way to blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. But when you enjoy doing something, it makes it so much easier to grow that stream of income. So enjoyable. The fifth key to a good source of extra income is inexpensive. It should not cost you a lot of money to start this extra source of income. I think this is really important, and especially when people want to start a YouTube channel or anything in the media, you automatically get caught into this rabbit hole of finding the best equipment and spending all this money up front. But I am here to tell you, a good source of income shouldn't cost you a ton of money to begin. All right. And even if it is something that requires you to get certain products or equipment, or maybe you have to buy a certain amount of inventory, try to do things like pre-order or capture people in an email list. Try to start as lean as you possibly can, so that way you're not overspending in the very early stages and you may not see that return as quickly as you want. When you don't start spending that much and you don't see the return as fast as you hope, it doesn't feel as bad, okay? But when you spend 10 grand, even 5 grand, even 1 grand, depending on where you are, it doesn't feel good when you aren't getting that return very quickly. I do have a video on how to grow your business, so I will link that right here and I will put it in the description box, because I talk about some of these things in that video on growing your business and how to gain that traction once you do decide what stream of income you want to focus on. And the last thing that is a key for me for a good source of extra income is that it just solves a monetizable problem, y'all. It needs to solve something, okay? And it can be a shirt that makes you laugh. It can be a shirt that really resonates, with the message of the target audience, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be this super technical problem that you're solving, but it should spark emotion or solve a problem. I will say that. So make sure that you are solving a monetizable problem, and you can do this by surveying your audience, by asking people around you, like your friends, your family, and get their honest opinion on whether or not this is something that they would spend money on. So let's get into when is the right time to start a new stream of income. So I have about 7 streams of income. I'm going to go through each one of them. I do, like I said, have a video on them, but I want to walk you through how I evolved into each stream. So the first stream that I had when I was starting Earn on Demand in the very, very beginning, y'all, was video production. And I started off doing videos for small businesses who, weren't using video on their website. They weren't using it on their social channels. And I had lots of experience in video storytelling. So I was like, you know what? This is what I want to focus my business on. It was growing traction. I was gaining some good clientele. I had this nice little package that I put together for my first few clients, and it was a great turnout. At that point though, once I started to gain some traction with it, I was feeling very much like I missed being on camera, because for those of you who are new, I have a background in broadcast journalism, and so I really wanted to be back on camera. So one day I woke up and I was just like, I'm going to start this YouTube channel. I have been feeling really kind of bummed out that I'm no longer on camera because, you know, doing video production, I was mainly behind the scenes. So I woke up one day and I started the YouTube channel. And mind you guys, the video production source of income was my main source of income. I was making a steady amount there, but I didn't have like tons of clients that I had to juggle and manage. So I really did have the bandwidth to take on another thing. All right. So when I started the YouTube channel, though, I wasn't really expecting to make money off of it soon. I just wanted to get back on camera. So right now, video production is still a source of income for me, and now YouTube is a source of income for me. My goal with the YouTube channel was to be consistent for 1 year. I had a goal to hit 50,000 subscribers as a result of my consistency, and hopefully by then I would be monetized. About a month later, it became a source of income. So about 7 months after starting my YouTube channel, I had grown a pretty good following. I wanted to start a membership club because a lot of my followers, they were not converting into video production clients. They were asking me all kinds of questions about branding and business and how could they grow on their social media. And I'm like, you know what? I need to do something with this in my business. I need to create a new stream of income that solves a monetizable problem that people are willing to pay for to help them with their branding, social media, and business. So that is where I started thinking about the Ebrand Club, and we developed that into a membership club. So that is now probably my largest stream of income, and there are over 750 members in the club now. It has seen major success. We just crossed 1 year, and it has been incredible. So that source of income is fed by YouTube because most of my members find me from YouTube. Once people were getting in the Ebrand Club and they're like, Erin, do you offer one-on-one help? Like, I need help one-on-one. Like, I love the club, but I need something where I can actually just talk to you for an hour about whatever is happening in my business that I need help with. And that is when I started doing one-on-one strategy calls. So those are 1 hour. They are a 1 hour call that I just, help give you strategies for your business or your brand or your social media. So that is what that is. And that evolved from people wanting more one-on-one attention. At this point, once I have these 4 streams of income going, I was completely just ignoring most of the sponsorship emails that came to my channel. My biggest thing was pushing my brand and business to my followers. I wanted everyone to know what my main products were before I started pushing everybody else's, all these other brands' products. So I really did not take any brand deals for about my first whole year on YouTube. I think I may have taken 1 or 2. Once I had more of an established brand on YouTube, everyone knew that I had the Ebrand Club, that I did strategy calls, that I'm a brand strategist and a video storyteller. Then I was like, okay, I'm more open to growing my sponsorships stream of income. So now I do brand sponsorships once, maybe twice a month, but I do have that as a stream of income now as well. Another stream is affiliate links. So this is something that I think everyone should and could do is when you promote a book, when you promote anything on your social media and it's sold on Amazon or it is sold on whoever's website and they have a partnership or affiliate program, sign up for that and you can get either free months or subscriptions to their services, or you can get just straight up money. So I have affiliate links for several resources that I use in my business, and I get paid hundreds of dollars a month from just popping those links in the description box, in my swipe ups on Instagram stories, or even just in your Instagram bio or on your website. You can have a resources tab or your favorite things tab, and people can go in there and shop for the things that they want. And then lastly is speaking engagements. So that is also a stream of income that I have, especially now since all that is happening in the world. I haven't been making a lot of money off of that. And that was honestly one of the streams that I wanted to focus on in 2020. That's okay though. And that's the beauty of having multiple streams, is that, you have other streams to kind of hold you up. And when you do want to explore with another stream of income and starting one, you know that you are secure in the streams that you currently have. So maybe you will do some free speaking engagements to build that portfolio in order to start charging more. It's just a matter of figuring out what feels right and understanding what your bandwidth is. So those are my main sources of income currently. I do have some upcoming sources of income, which are digital products. So I will be releasing some mini courses that will be affordable for my audience. I pride myself on making sure that this information that I have is accessible to as many people as it can be. So I will be releasing some digital mini courses and also an actual product, which you guys will learn more about very, very soon. I feel like you guys could probably guess what it is, but I will be releasing those two things very soon. So when you are considering starting a new stream of income, you want to make sure that whatever current stream of income you have, first and foremost, is consistent. And it doesn't have to be super big, but as long as it is steady. Maybe your goal is to hit $5,000 a month with that one stream of income, but right now you are steadily making at least $2,500 a month. Start asking your current customers or your current clients what else they want to see from you. And that can either be within that one stream of income. Maybe you come out with a new t-shirt design and that's still in your, storefront stream of income, or you have something else, a mini course on how to start a t-shirt company. You see how well that picks up. So it's more about, one, what makes sense for your brand. And I think a lot of times when we're starting all these sporadic streams of income and it doesn't really work together, it makes it even harder to build it. So, with having all of my streams kind of work well with each other. We've got YouTube, which feeds the Ebrand Club. So that feeds a whole nother stream of income, which usually feeds the strategy call. So that's feeding another stream, which, I don't know, is gonna feed probably the mini courses that I'm going to start releasing. That is really kind of how you get everything to work together. And it really just comes with time. So I wouldn't say that there's a perfect time to start a new stream. The key though is to get each stream to a point where they're steady before you shift your energy into starting a new one, because that's just gonna make you more overwhelmed and you're really not gonna see any results if you just don't water the seed that you already planted. I could live off of my YouTube AdSense stream, my video production stream, my Ebrand Club stream, my strategy call stream, and my sponsorship stream. So I could actually live off of 5 of my streams of income, and that's how you want your streams to be, is nice and strong. So how do you get them there? So like I said, the power of one. Focus on one first and then see how can you branch out and create another one that makes sense in conjunction with the current stream that you have. The second thing is assess your brand and the need of your audience. So make sure that it's something that the people you already have paying you will pay you more for that next thing. Assess your energy. And, if you have the energy to create a new stream, do that, but really start and try to channel your energy into growing the current stream that you have. So really assess your energy, and then if you can hand off something or something to be managed by someone else so that you can now focus on growing other streams, then try that as well. Find a partner or find someone who can help you, because at the end of the day, when you start growing and scaling, you cannot do everything on your own. Trust me, you guys, I am learning that lesson now. You can't do it all. So when you do get to a place where your streams are beginning to grow and you're creating more and more streams, you will have to get help with managing those streams at some point. And then last but not least is setting a goal, okay? And I know a lot of these points we hit within the video, but set a goal, y'all. I cannot stress to you how much it makes a difference. For the Ebrand Club, my goal was to hit $20,000 a month in the club. I knew that I would need 1,000 members at the $20 a month rate. I ended up changing the rate to $30 a month because I felt there was so much information in the club that it was only fair for new members to pay a little bit more, because now you have access to binge a year worth of master classes and content that people who joined in the very beginning didn't have access to. So even with doing that, it pushed me to my goal a little bit faster, because now the monthly rate was a little bit higher. I didn't need as many members to hit that goal. So think about that as well when you're creating your stream, when you're pricing things out. Look at your goal and say, okay, if my goal is $1,000 a month, my scarves are $20 each, how many do I need to sell in a month to hit $1,000? And once you can start to do that and number crunch and figure out what your goal should be every single day, that is when you can truly grow your stream of income to a place that, you know, is consistent and is strong. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you guys haven't checked out my 7 streams of income, please check that video out. If you think I should do an updated streams of income video, I don't know, I have to think about that. Give this video a thumbs up. Maybe if it gets 5,000 thumbs ups, I will do an updated streams of income video, because so much has changed, but the streams are still the same. Again, the only thing that has changed is time and how much I've been nurturing each stream. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions on growing your streams of income, please leave them in the comments below. I want to know, what point do you want to grow your stream of income to? I look forward to seeing your comments. I love you guys so much. If you want to be a part of my internet home, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. I upload every Wednesday and Sundays, and y'all, you know what? We just have a good time over here. So I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.